16th of April and I'm going to try and get my spuds in. I'm at least 2 to 3 weeks behind this year, but it doesn't seem too bad now, so I'm going to get 3 rows in this 8x4 bed here, and I'm put 8 to a row, and these are going to be Red Duke of York. I put a good few handfuls of fresh blood and bone in that middle trench here, so now I'll just start putting these in, as I say, 8 to a row. Another row in. Now there's only 7 in that row. For some reason I thought I had 24, I obviously can't count, I only had 20. So there's 8 in the middle row and 7, that means I've got 4 left. I might put a few others on the left hand row there, see what I've got in the shed. It's midday Monday. Now the day started off absolutely beautiful, but unfortunately it's turned a little bit now and it's gone a little bit cloudy, but it's not going to stop me because the forecast for later on is supposed to be nice and for the rest of the week, so I'm looking forward to that. So I thought I'd come down and do me 2 potato beds. Me and Alfie have me Alf, and I've done 1, and consequently that's why I've stopped to have a cup of tea, a little and often, as you say. So you'll notice on the clip that I put up that I said I'd put Red Duke of York in. Wrong, sorry, don't know what possessed me to say that. The Wiltshire. So I've got Wiltshire in the middle row and the right hand row, and on the left hand row again 4 of them are Wiltshire and 4 of them are Charlotte, because I didn't have enough to do the full row. Normally I put 24 to the 8x4 bed, but I didn't have enough to do that, so I've mixed few at the end there. So once I've had this cup of tea, I shall move on to the second bed. So we'll see how we go. Well, the sun's out now and I've decided to start my second bed. Again, I'll go along the middle there with a row and a row either side. And I just go down basically a spade deep. And then I do dig the potato a little bit further down by using this. So that gets them quite deep. This soil now is so easy to dig. Just this is my 3rd year on this plot, and the difference, absolute difference, is brilliant. This was just like pure clay when I first come, but now it's really easy, as you can see, to dig. I've got to watch me back with this because you can't stand on it. But what I do, I get myself a little piece of wood to get closer to it. Piece of wood on it, and then I can get closer in and it doesn't affect me back the same. Right down the centre. Now this bed is not as waterlogged as that one was, because I had this one covered most of the winter, so it's reasonably dry and it's so easy to dig. Put quite a bit of fish wouldn't bone in. And this was manured with horse manure in October. Go and get the potatoes. Picasso these. Oh then, I done a little bit of advice, but some of these are quite small. They are chitting. I wonder, do you get the same crop off the smaller ones as you do off the bigger ones? It'll be interesting to see. I'll just space them out first anyway. So that's them spread out evenly. I'll just get them a little bit deeper now by using this little hole borer. Use it for bulbs, but it gets them down nice and the right depth I want them. 2 more to do. A couple of acorns there. Squirrels have been burying them. They're a bloody nuisance here. Last one. So that's that middle row in. All I do now is cover them up. Nice and simple. Next row I'll be on about there, but I think I need another cuppa. Well, not another cup, another swig of my cup of tea. So there's my second potato bed finished. Picasso, 2 rows of Picasso, or 2.5 rows of Picasso, and half a row Charlotte like on the other one. So it's all done. So I'm happy now. I was worrying that I was quite a bit late this year, at least 3 weeks later than last year. I'm going to plant some of my begonias today, and this is how I overwinter my begonias. I put them in cardboard boxes, and inside they're wrapped up in the newspaper, so protect them over the winter like that. And I think now it's time to bring them out and pot them up. What I'm doing here, I'm planting that in my begonias. What I did, I wrapped them up in newspaper and put them in the box, you see, and with each one, the ones that I knew, I put a letter with them. This one's K, and they all represent a colour, so I know which colours are going in what pots and which basket. So I've got that written down somewhere else, obviously, so I can't tell you exactly now. But what I'm doing, a small amount of compost at the bottom, that in the middle, and then again just cover over. And I'm using Muddy Boots' method of identifying them by putting a K on. I'll also put that little tag in as well, but just in case it gets lost, I do know what it is. So I'm going to carry on now. I've got quite a few to do here. I won't bore you with doing every one, but you've got an idea on how I do my begonias. Right, so I'm going to use half of this bed at one side for parsnips. What I'm going to do, I've seen this on YouTube with them using big poles and baiting them in the ground. Well, I'm going to use this stake here. It's marked up to 2 foot. And get in as far as I can, riddle it round, make a hole and fill it full of nice compost or peat, so that the actual parsnips have got the roots have got somewhere to go down into. So 19th of April, beautiful day today, absolutely gorgeous. It was 40 when I come up this morning. It was 46 degrees in that greenhouse there. So I've opened all the doors and let it cool down a little bit, because I don't want all the sowings that I've done and the seeds and the little plants getting scorched. So using this, I've gone down 18 inches, a nice deep hole, so hopefully get a decent parsnip. What I'm going to be planting is Gladiator F1, so a nice hole there. Get that out. It's not as easy as but it looks getting that out, to be honest with you. Oh, out it comes. Right, that's out. Now I'm going to put some nice compost down here. This was the compost that I used last year for the potatoes. So I'm going to get that nice and deep down there. I'm going to do a little bit of experiment. I put nothing in this. I'm going to, in the other one, I'm going to put a little bit of, no, I don't know, I will. I was going to suggest fish blood and bone, but I've just realised I haven't got, I've only got the pellet form, so I'm not going to use that. I'll just do it the way it is. Just see. So that's how, what I'm going to do. I'm going to use, I made these last year. I'd seen somebody else, I think it was Muddy Boots, uses some sort of collar. So I'm going to put a collar there, and that will let me see exactly where the seeds are going to be. And I'm going to put 3 seeds to each collar. I think before I do that, I'll make quite sure it's pressed down properly, and it seems to be, yeah. So I fill that up again. I can see the collar there, and as I say, I'm going to put 3 seeds to each collar. One, 2, 3. Just poke them down a little bit. A little bit more compost on the top. I'll give that a good watering in, and let's see if this method is any better than the ones I've done in the past. So what I'll do now, I think possibly every 6 inches I'll do one right along that row. I won't bore you with doing every one, but I just wanted to show you how I did it, and a record for myself. What I've had to do here is put a crossbar on my stake, which I've knocked in 18 inches, because I've been struggling. Made the hole, but actually getting it out, the suction on that post is unbelievable. Even though I open it up quite a bit at the top, it's still hard work trying to pull it out, so that's what I've had to do. Well, that's the last one in that bed for the parsnips. There's 14 in a row there, so that should be enough for me, but by God, it's been hard work bashing that down to 18 inches. That's been down to 18 inches. It's getting it out that's the hard part. It's just the suction on it. But I'll get that out now and fill it with peat, and then on my compost, and then I'll put 3 seeds in.